Well, it's about time I picked up season 3 of Dragon Ball Z, and it's about time I did a review. Um, what can be said? I mean, this is a great anime series, my personal favorite anime of all time, and just my all-around favorite piece of animation of all time. And season 3 is just one of the best seasons in the series. And why? Because it probably contains the most action. I mean, Frieza is just an incredible classic villain in every sense of the word. I mean, he's pure evil. He's a tyrant. He seems almost unbeatable in this season. And, I mean, they just got everything right in this one. I mean, the Frieza Saga, it just flows so perfectly. I mean, it's better than the second season by quite a bit. I mean, it's a lot more exciting. Now, there's not as much story progression as in the second season, but there is slightly. I mean, Vegeta is still on the road to becoming a good guy, which you started to see towards the end of season 2. This also introduces Super Saiyan Goku. So, I mean, that is one of the most popular things in DBZ is the Super Saiyan transformations. And Goku was the first one to do it in the series, and it's in this season, so that makes it a historic season. And, like I said, this one mostly focuses on the fighting. A lot of anti-DBZ guys out there on YouTube and elsewhere like to claim that DBZ is all about the drama, and there's not a whole lot of fighting when you get right down to it. Check out this one. This one has got a whole lot of fighting in it, and I gotta make one small criticism though about this season where, I hate to say it, but those naysayers are right. When Super Saiyan Goku emerges, and you get down to the final episodes of the saga, there's a lot of talking and reminiscing about what happened earlier in the saga, and that's really unexcusable. That is filler, and there's quite a bit of filler in the final episodes of this saga. And I remember when I watched it in junior high, when this was on Toonami, and the episodes were brand new for this country. I remember thinking that this saga was way longer than 33 episodes, because it sure as hell felt like that, because those very dramatic parts where they're doing all those flashbacks, it feels really long, and it was really unnecessary. I mean, it really shows that some editing, it would have definitely been a smart idea, or just not do those episodes. I mean, if they really felt the need to fill up a season, I really would prefer if they just showed more commercials than actually and make the episode shorter. If they really had nothing to say, I mean, actually, they've said enough. What I mean to say is, if they had nothing more to show in the way of fighting, they shouldn't fill it up with useless dialogue. Because nothing new is being presented in that dialogue. It's one thing if you're using dialogue as a vehicle for an explanation of the story to further along your understanding, but that's not what's going on. It's pure filler. If you haven't seen it, you'll definitely see it when those episodes come up when you watch it. But that's a minor complaint, because the majority of this season is very, very good. And I want to just mention something else I didn't talk about with the first two seasons. The extras are really cheap. I mean, my God. I mean, to barely give you anything at all. I mean, in the last one, in season 2, they slipped in one extra of the guy who digitally remastered the whole Dragon Ball Z series. And it was kind of boring. On the first one, all you got was the option to play the intro and the ending, which you could do if you just played any episode on any of the DVDs contained in the set. So why would you need that as an extra? And those were the only extras. Now this one is back to having no interviews at all. I mean, what? They couldn't find one of the voice actors to interview? I mean, how about interviewing Frieza's voice actor? I mean, at least give the fans something other than just the episodes. I mean, come on. We're living in the age of the DVD, where, if you're going to make a DVD, you're expected to put extras on there because that's just what you do with DVDs. I mean, there's a lot to talk about. DBZ is undoubtedly one of the most popular animes of all time. I mean, it ranks right up there with Gundam, and all the rest of them. I mean, no, but DBZ is more popular than Gundam, I think, from what I've seen. And I think that they really cheated us out because now all the seasons are completed. All 9 seasons are out, and we didn't get any solid extras to speak of. And I just think that's pathetic because it doesn't really take a lot to get an interview together. I mean, Funimation's a huge company, and they couldn't at least enlist a few DBZ personalities to appear. I mean, really, it's just stupid. But I mean, anyway, it's great to have the series in high quality, and just having the episodes all around. Even if they weren't digitally remastered, it's still great to have the whole entire season. Because I remember, you would want to get a DBZ DVD, and you'd get one and it'd only have 3 episodes on there. And it was the same thing with the tapes. I mean, the VHS tapes. So, I think it goes without saying, if you're a DBZ fan, I recommend you pick this one up as well as the rest of them. Because they're all great. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention. I also picked up Season 4, which is going to be my next review, and we're going to talk about this one. So, you have that to look forward to. So, that's it for now, and enjoy those DBZ DVDs.